The Connection Channel, brought to you by Meals on Wheels, North Central Texas.
Welcome to this morning's section of Rise and Shine from our brand new Connection Channel. Again, my name is Christine Hawken Boyd. I'm Executive Director here at Meals on Wheels, North Central Texas. My segment, which I'm thrilled to be with you this morning, Rise and Shine, Morning Blessings with Christine. I hope that you've refilled your coffee cup, hot tea, got your water there, you're settled in nicely in your favorite chair, and let's start together this morning with smiles, some encouraging words. I've developed some new friendships here along the way because it's important that we connect together. So let's talk about that word connection. This past couple weeks, each of you should have received our client newsletter. And in there, I put the new schedule of the Connection Channel, which is launching today. That's right, today is our new look, rebranded name with our new Connection Channel guide. Now, let's face it, guys. If you're like me as a kid, you remember that TV guide coming in the mailbox. Yeah, don't you remember that? And you would look feverishly. I did. I would look at every single day what's coming on that 3:00 $1 million movie. I don't know if that was where you lived, but it was definitely where I lived. I wanted to see what the movies were, what time the new cartoons were going to be playing, on and on. So, your Connection Channel guide, I want you to keep that near your TV, near your iPad, mobile phone, wherever you can place this to be mindful of what's going to be happening every week. All right. So for the next few weeks, we've already populated some things that we think might be a little fun, interesting, and engaging. We have some of special guest speakers that will be joining us every 20 minutes on different topics. Yours truly is up first. So why the Connection Channel? Glad you asked. This is where we wanted to have an opportunity for our friends, our senior neighbors, you. We serve you every day, every week with a fresh, nutritious meal. But we also wanted to be mindful that sometimes we miss that connection with individuals. And we wanted to have an opportunity virtually that we connect with you. So hope you see some subjects that you like. And I'm also going to invite you in that client newsletter. I put my email address in there. I want to hear from you. What topics interest you? What would you like to see? And let us help fill in those opportunities and invite some special guest speakers. It may be about health, medical insurance. Yeah, Medicare. Let's talk about that, right? It could be hydration. How do I protect my skin? It may be physical safety, safety in my home, things of that nature. So please email me what topics you would like. All right. Will you join me? I want to take my first sip of my coffee here. All right. I do that intentionally. Sometimes we just need to settle down for a moment and breathe. Sometimes we need to be mindful of gratitude. So let's talk about some encouragement that we could do for ourselves and for each other. You know, sometimes I have to remind myself every morning when I get up, life's going to be okay. Encouragement for others that I may be talking on the phone or I see as I'm out and about doing errands and I see someone that might be struggling or may not be smiling like they normally smile, especially if I'm at the grocery store and I'm at the checkout and I see my friend Madeline, and Madeline's not the same as she was last week, and I begin to inquire how she's doing. So those encouraging words, that encouraging smile that we give to others means a lot. So today my encouragement to you is to be reminded that we care for you at Meals on Wheels. And I don't say that tritely. We care deeply for you. That is why we do what we do for the past 50 years. Yes, it's our anniversary, 50 years. We love being able to deliver meals to our senior adults. And I care about you because it makes me joyful in my heart and in my mind. And when I get to see you when I deliver meals, it's exciting. So thank you for being a part of our family, and thank you for being a part today. You know, we have some birthdays, and let me tell you who's got a birthday today. We have Miss Lyons from Burleson. Miss Lyons, if you are joining with us today, we want to wish you a very, very happy 71st birthday. Woohoo! Happy birthday, happy birthday. I hope you enjoy your day today. And I pray that your family, your friends comes around you, makes you smile, encouraging words, and get those special little presents. Okay? All right, go ahead and have that cupcake or 2 cupcakes and enjoy, because it's your birthday. So you be mindful of that. All right, what's for lunch today? All right, some of you will be getting your meal here in about an hour, hour and a half, and I've already looked ahead at today's menu. And today I'm really excited about trying this new entree. We have not had it before. So if you have your menu there, you might look with me. So today it's a Thai chili pork and veggie egg roll. Again, that's a Thai chili pork and vegetable egg roll. Or you may have chosen the Thai chili vegetable egg roll, and that would be with no pork. And along that will be side items: jasmine rice, ooh, that is exceptional, Japanese vegetables, good old Texas bread, and an almond cookie. And for those of you that are like me, hopefully you're going to have a chocolate milk with it. You have a choice between white and chocolate milk, and sometimes no milk is your preference. All right, if you have an opportunity, when you enjoy your meal today, taste it and email me. Let me know what you think about it, okay? All right. Now, we got to do some fun. This is our first launch at the Connection Channel, and I think we need to do some sing-alongs with me. And I have some folks with me here in the audience today, and I'm not going to ask you to sing, but Jeffrey, I would like for you to sit with me. Would you come sit with me? I can't believe this. We have folks that are online with us today. I'm so excited to see all of you. Again, my name is Christine, for those that have just joined us. I'm your executive director here at Meals on Wheels, and it is a delight to have you join me here for Rise and Shine, Morning Blessings with Christine. My job during this segment each week is to have fun. That's all I want to do, is just have fun with you. Today, I could not help. We're going to do a little singing. And Jeffrey, it is so good to have you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Jeffrey is our operations manager here. He's about a year and a half or so with us here at Meals on Wheels, just over a year and a half. And Jeffrey, it's not that I'm going to sing to you, but I just wanted someone to sit with me, okay?
I might know this song. I might not know this song.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, there's nothing that brings more delight and joy. It gets all those things in our head and mind going when we start singing, makes our heart happy. And by the way, it's just pure fun. So today we're going to do You Are My Sunshine. Now, this is a song from the 1930s and 40s. There is a debate on who actually designed this song, wrote it, between 2 brothers and a country western singer. And I read a few varieties of the background, and one story says that this gentleman sold it for $35, the lyrics, in order to pay for medical bills.
Wow.
Yeah. So who would have thought, right? But then it was late 1930s, early 1940s that a country western artist put it to music. Now, we usually sing the chorus, but I found the verses. We're going to do the whole thing.
Okay.
Because it's just kind of cute and fun. All right. Jeffrey doesn't have to sing along with me, but if he wants to, you can. But in the audience, I want you to join me. And those that are joining with us today, you are more than welcome to sing You Are My Sunshine. All right, here we go. Oh, by the way, this is usually a dark, mournful story of love pleading for another chance. I would have never thought that from the chorus. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
You make me
You make me
happy
happy
when clouds are
Good
gray.
job. You'll
You
never
never
know,
know,
dear,
dear, how much I
I
love
love
you.
you.
Please
Please don't take
take
my
my
sunshine
sunshine
away.
away.
Woo! Now let me sing that first verse for you and then join me in on the chorus. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I woke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. Here we go. You are my
You are my
sunshine.
sunshine,
You are
my
my
only
sunshine.
sunshine.
Make
You
me
make
happy
me when
or
skies are
gray.
gray. You'll
You'll
never
never know,
know,
dear,
dear,
how much
how
I
much
love
I love
you.
you.
Please
Please
don't
don't
take
Don't
take
my
take my
sunshine
sunshine
away.
away.
Oh, it's great. Here's verse number 2. I'll always love you and make you happy if you will only say the same. But if you leave me to love another, you'll regret it all someday. Here we go. You are
You
my
are
You
my
are my
sunshine,
sunshine, my
my
only
only
make me
sunshine.
sunshine.
happy.
You
You
make me
and me
happy.
You'll
happy.
never know,
Skies
dear,
are blue.
how much I love you.
You,
You
Don't
please
take
don't
please don't
take
my
take my
sunshine away.
sunshine
And
away.
the last verse, you told me once, dear, you really loved me, and no one else could come between. But now you've left me and love another. You have shattered all my dreams. You are my
My
sunshine,
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 only
my only
only
sunshine.
sunshine.
You make me
sunshine.
You make
happy,
me
skies
happy,
are
the skies are
gray.
gray.
You'll never
You'll never
know,
know,
Oh
dear,
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 I
how
how
love
much
much
I
you.
I
love
Please
love
don't take
you.
you.
my
Please don't take
sunshine
my
away.
sunshine away.
Woo! Great job, everyone. Great job. Jeffrey, I appreciate you sitting with
I
me.
need to get an ice
You
pack.
you need to get an ice pack.
I'll see you guys soon.
All right. You know, we love singing songs like that. I do. I love music. We're going to do music probably every week, some way, some form or fashion. But when I was singing this song, I could not help but think of a happy moment in my life. And I want to see if this can be up close for you to see. I want you to meet a lovely couple. This is my mom and dad, Robert and Maria. They were married 61 years before they passed away. Happiness. When I think you are my sunshine, I cannot think of a time in which I would visit my mom and dad, and my daddy always said, Mama, I love you. And on anniversaries, he always presented her for 61 years roses. Now you're talking about love, right?
Mhm.
They adored each other. They never went to bed angry. They always said, I loved you, hugged, kissed. They held hands when they would walk. They were so cute when they were at church together. My mom and dad. I don't think you are my sunshine. Those verses really fit them, but I can tell you for a fact, I do believe they lived out every day. You are my sunshine, Daddy. You are my sunshine, Mama. They live that every day. I want happiness to be a part of you today. As you think of things, let that bring an encouragement to you. Truly, let it bring an encouragement. All right, I want to hear from you. Okay, you've been listening to me for a while. I want to know, let's do a quick neighborhood check-in. What is your favorite pie? Mine's coconut cream. What's yours? Let me hear you.
Coconut
Oh,
cream.
Oh, we got
chocolate
another coconut cream lover.
pie.
Regular chocolate, chocolate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love chocolate with a good cold glass of milk. Who else? What's your favorite pie? Anyone else?
Well, my favorite pie is coconut cream also.
Coconut cream, yes. And when you find that homemade pie that you enjoy, does it not bring happiness? Does it bring good? It does. You are so right. It does. Yes. Guys, my time is almost done for my segment, and I want to be able to close with this section. I hope that you've already grasped this morning that I'm genuine and real, that I care about you. I will be with you every Tuesday morning, and I want you to be a part. Invite others to join us. The Connection Channel is for you. It's for our caregivers. It's for our senior adults to be connected. Every week, I want us to see us grow, and grow. And boy, there'll be a day come, there'll be like hundreds of you on the screen, and I won't even be able to see your faces hardly. But today, I'm glad I get to see each one of you. So let me close our time together. I want to read you one of my favorite passages, and I'll tell you why here in just a moment. Probably familiar to you, Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need. He lets me rest in green meadows. He leads me beside peaceful streams. He renews my strength. He guides me along right paths, bringing honor to his name. Even when I walk through the darkest valley, I will not be afraid, for you are close beside me. Your rod and your staff protect and comfort me. You prepare a feast for me in the presence of my enemies. You honor me by anointing my head with oil. My cup overflows with blessings. Surely your goodness and unfailing love will pursue me all the days of my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever. The blessing of the day for you here is simply to remember you are loved, be encouraged, be happy, be joyful. You find yourself down and out, sing You Are My Sunshine, sing other favorite songs, but know you are loved. I've enjoyed my time with you here today. And now coming up, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the next segment, Stay in the Loop, with Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey, what is going on in our news around us here today?
Good morning,
I cannot
Christine.
wait to hear.
Nice
Are you going to
see
sing to
again.
me this time?
I don't know if my singing's quite as good as yours or any of yours, but it's nice to see you all this morning.
Thank you.
Happy to be here. I'm pleased to be able to do this first segment of what's new and what's going on, kind of current events, some sports. We'll talk about some maybe local, county, state news as things are relevant. But today I wanted to talk to everyone about something going on in the United States, the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Christine,
yes.
have you been watching any?
Do you know, I have been watching tidbits, and I'll be honest, I don't know much about soccer as I thought. But I'm learning they're just putting the ball in the net, so what's the big deal?
I think there's more to it.
You
than
think
that.
there is?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, teach us.
So for those that don't know, today at 2:00, France is playing Spain.
Yes.
And then tomorrow, England is playing Argentina.
Yes.
Has anyone online been keeping up with any of the games?
A little bit.
A little
Yes,
bit? Who
about the
have you
same.
been cheering for?
Yeah.
Same as Christine.
Okay. Well, I know
Yeah.
USA. So we got a few teams left. I think they're in the semifinals now. So I've actually brought with me some fun facts about the World Cup in general. Lots of things that I didn't know, but I do now. Did you know the World Cup's only every 4 years, Christine?
No, I did not realize.
Mhm.
That's kind of like the Olympics.
Very much so. There's a lot going on there, and the first tournament was only 13 original teams that were invited to play.
Oh, wow.
Now, this year, there's been a total of 48 teams that were in this World Cup.
We have grown a lot.
Significantly. Even from the last 4 years, there's only 32 teams.
Yes.
So significant growth
Yes.
around the world for
Wow.
the World Cup.
Wow.
has anyone had a favorite moment watching the World Cup, or has known anyone that's maybe gone to one of the games?
Oh, how many of you saw Messi, Messie, Messi, the hat thing? I had to
I
look that up.
missed
I
it.
didn't quite know what it was.
I
Is
missed
anybody
it.
joining us? No? All right.
So many of you may wonder why the U.S. this year. So whenever there's a host country chosen, they have to actually submit an application to be a host country. Not sure exactly who they complete that application with. But they have to have some minimum expectations, because you can imagine the people around the world that are traveling and visiting those areas.
Definitely. And Jeffrey, I got to ask, did you see on the news last night the young man from Norwegian gentleman from Norway? Not only did he buy the cowboy hat to wear home, did you hear what he also bought?
I saw a picture of him, if it's who I'm thinking of,
Yes.
with a taxidermied raccoon
Yes.
holding, I think, a liquor
Yes.
bottle.
Can you believe it?
I love that he's bringing back some funny Texas stuff to
Yes.
Norway. Maybe he'll get the raccoon to do that row thing.
Hey, maybe he will. Yes. Here we go. Ready and row. Row. There we go. Okay. Sorry.
Mhm.
Today's the day of this if you're interested in economy.
Another interesting fact I found about the World Cup is the original trophy was made in 1970.
Oh,
However, it was stolen in
Interested in what?
1983 and never recovered.
They can hear me,
who stole
so
it?
I'm online. I did this.
So they had to recreate it, and it is made of 18 karat gold. So I imagine whoever stole
Wow.
it is doing pretty good right
I
now.
would think so.
And it weighs about 13 and a half pounds.
Oh my goodness.
It's quite a bit. All right. How big is a soccer field, Christine? Would you say it's bigger or smaller
Oh,
than a
how big
football
is a
field?
soccer field? I'm going to say it's a football size, football field.
It's larger than a football field.
Larger.
Mhm. It is 110 meters long by about 64 to 75 meters.
Ladies, that's why those players are so skinny, because they run all the time.
Yes, they're very good runners. I want to hear from you guys. What is your favorite sport? What are some maybe sports or news topics you'd like to hear about in some of our upcoming sessions?
Basketball, football,
Yeah.
now soccer.
Okay.
All of them.
Anybody watch the Texas Rangers lately?
Those are a little bit too long for
Coming
me.
up on football season, everyone knows those Cowboys are going to go back to the Super Bowl. This will be the year.
I agree.
What is your favorite sport, Christine?
I
People
agree.
laugh at me. Go ahead, Jeffrey.
Yes?
Say it again. They agree.
About
She agreed.
The Cowboys?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's 2 against none.
Yeah. You know, I haven't really, I enjoy watching sports periodically,
Mhm.
but people laugh at me when I tell them that I like to watch tennis.
Oh, tennis is fun.
Because in one way, it's kind of like baseball. It's boring. You just hit the ball over the net. There's no, really nothing much going on. But there is some skill.
Have you played tennis
I have.
competitively?
What do you agree to?
No. How about you? What's your favorite?
I gotta say football is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch a little bit of every sport, but football definitely takes the cake.
Yeah.
I was talking to them.
I do. Stanford is my favorite college.
Them.
I like to watch collegiately.
Yes.
And professionally, I always cheer for the Cowboys.
There you are.
Yeah.
Why, man?
Because
You know
I'm
what?
online with them.
Joining us online, what if we have Jeffrey choose, one Tuesday coming up and we all wear a sport themed shirt?
Yeah.
If we have to
Yeah.
have one. And we can just advertise your favorite one. Hey, I'm the Cowboys,
That
or
would be fun.
I'm something different. basketball,
Yeah.
football, anything. Okay. Jeffrey, you choose a date in a
Okay.
couple weeks. You let us know in a week in advance.
You got it.
So we'll be sure to let everybody know.
You got. I might have to dust something off out of the closet.
Okay. All right. Any other thing in the news before we wrap it up?
For World Cup
Sure,
specifically?
anything.
I thought another interesting fact was the largest World Cup attendance for
Oh,
one game was in 1950. There was 173,850 people in attendance.
that's a lot.
Can you imagine being in a stadium like that?
No. Is there a stadium that holds that many people?
I've seen some.
Wow.
Sometimes I've seen them actually fall down because they're not built to spec to support that many people.
Oh my goodness.
Probably riding on shoulders and double seating.
Yes.
I could imagine.
Yes. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of commotion for me.
That is. But I have enjoyed learning about the World Cup this year and soccer. Truly, I have.
Yes. Have you ever been to a soccer game in person?
I have not.
Has anyone been to a soccer game in person professionally?
Raise your hand if you have. Nobody?
No.
Some,
Nope.
some here in person have. Awesome. Such a fun experience. When I was stationed in Germany, I got to go to the Nuremberg team
Yes.
and watch
Yeah.
them play, and that was just such a fun experience to go watch them
Oh,
at the
cool.
home stadium, and
That is great.
really exciting.
That's a great memory.
Of course.
Yes.
Very good. I'm not sure how we're doing on time, but if there's, again, any other topics or suggestions
Okay.
that anyone would like to,
Well, so talking about news, I want to share with you on July, just in case we have anybody that lives in Waxahachie, on July 29th, I think it was, there is going to be the Baylor Scott and White Mobile Health Clinic. I don't recall the location, but if those of you that are in Waxahachie, you might want to look on your online news, Baylor Scott and White, Waxahachie. There'll be a free mobile health clinic station somewhere in that community. As a matter of fact, let me have one of my staff members research that, and I'll get back in touch with you here in just a moment. Okay?
Okay.
Jeffrey, we appreciate you being here on the local news.
thanks, Chris.
You want to stick around with me for just a little bit?
Of course.
I'm going to put you on the spot because I see that you brought your mug.
You know what I have in my mug?
I'm afraid to ask.
Water.
Oh, you're not a coffee drinker
'Cause
today.
It's hot outside
It's
today.
hot. Guys, do you think he's telling the truth? Let's see. Tilt that over and let them see that in the camera.
It's clear.
Yeah,
Water.
it's clear. That's water. Okay. Well, you know, guys, I wanted to share with you when he was talking about, and when I said Baylor Scott and White, let's be mindful. There's a little hot temperature going on right now in the world. Actually, today is a little cooler than normal. Not that I'm going to be the weather lady here today, but it is definitely in the 90s. Chance of rain this afternoon. Be safe if you're going to be out and about. Take your umbrella. Wear your good shoes if you have to go outside. Walk into your mailbox. Don't want anyone to slip and fall. But when you looked in this month's newsletter, I'm just curious. Oh, we got the information. First United Methodist Church in Waxahachie from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. So if you have a need for mobile health opportunity, please go there. All right. In the newsletter, I included this beautiful, colorful flyer on Stay Hydrated. And what we wanted to remind you, especially during the summer heat this season, is to be careful to have enough fluids in your body. Now, folks, if you're like me, you read those numbers and you said, you want me to drink how much water? Women, 11 and a half cups. Men, 15 and a half cups.
I've got to drink 15 and a half of these.
No. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. The flyer says fluids. So, Jeffrey, you don't have to drink 15 and a half cups water. It could be water, coffee, tea. Now, I want you to monitor those sodas.
Oh,
Now, I know
That's
you
a
love,
fluid, then.
I know you love those Dr. Peppers, but okay, like maybe one a day, not three.
okay. So
Okay.
only like Some.
Some that would be great.
Okay.
But fluids also comes from vegetables. So if you think about cucumbers, there's fluids in those cucumbers.
Oh, I like watermelon.
Watermelon.
There's a lot of water in that.
Yes, there's a lot of water in watermelon.
Okay.
No pun intended. Yeah, right. Good job on that one. Oranges, milks, things of that nature. So again, guys, seriously, I didn't want you to think, is she crazy? I am not going to drink 11 and a half cups or 15 half cups of water. Truth of the matter is, if you can simply drink one extra bottle or mug of water a day, that's a start. If you think you're thirsty, as my doctor would say, grab something to drink. If you think your eyes are dry, put some eye drops in it, right? Your body is telling you what you need when you start thinking about some of those things. Now, you didn't ask me about ice cream.
I do like ice cream.
I love ice cream. What's your favorite flavor?
Oh, I like cookie dough a lot. It's a good
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Chocolate chip is good too.
Yeah, my favorite's Dutch chocolate by Bluebell.
Oh, that sounds
Yes.
good.
And my husband Larry laughs at me when I get ice cream because I'm sorry, guys, when I get my ice cream, I got to stir it up really good till it's almost like a liquid. And then I eat it. Isn't that crazy?
You sound like my daughter.
Yeah. Oh, do I really?
Yes.
Why? I have no idea why I do that. Yeah, but ice cream is good. Why do I bring that up? That's fluid. There's fluid in smoothies, ice creams, things of that nature. Yes. Ice pops, frozen treats, the little fruit bars that you can get in the grocery store. That is another way to get fluids inside your body. Now you're tracking with me. You can see that getting fluids in your body is a lot easier than you thought. Yes, definitely so. What's our time doing? How much time do we have for our next segment? Because I have one more topic I wanted to talk about. All right. Did you catch in this month's newsletter? We have partnered with the American Red Cross. And all three of our counties, Johnson, Ellis, and Navarro counties, we have an opportunity to install free smoke alarms in your home. Isn't that amazing? All right, let me see your hands. Do you already have a smoke alarm in your home? All right, I see one hand. I've got them. Good. Okay. Isn't it annoying when the battery goes off in the middle of the night?
Chirping at
And
you.
starts.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, it just drives you
Terrible.
crazy. And why does it happen in the middle of the night? Why can't it happen during the day?
I don't know.
I think there's gremlins inside my smoke alarm.
Yes. You might need
Probably.
some new
I might
alarms,
need a new
Christine.
smoke alarm. Okay, be sure you check out that flyer in your newsletter. It's in English and in Spanish. The phone numbers are right here on the flyer, depending on which county you live in. We can get you a free smoke alarm. Call, schedule an appointment. An American Red Cross volunteer will come to your home and install that for free. But remember, they cannot remove an old smoke alarm. That is not part of something they can do. And if any of our senior neighbors are joining us that may be health challenges, that they may not hear that smoke alarm, Jeffrey, they will put in for free a shaker bed. Have you ever heard of that?
That goes with the smoke alarm? What does that mean?
Well, it will, you're sound asleep, close your eyes. Okay, start snoring.
I don't know if I want one of those ones.
It is your bed. It's a shaker bed. They will install for free. It wakes you up because you cannot hear the smoke
I
alarm.
could see how that would be actually very useful
Yes.
for a lot of folks.
Yes. Hey, listen, guys, take advantage of it. Call the American Red Cross. Get on the schedule to get a free smoke alarm, okay? And I also want to tell you, if you hear chirping from your smoke alarm, it simply means you need new batteries. If you rent your home, your homeowner, your tenant, building owner might be able to trade those batteries out for you. If not, tell your family, your friend, your emergency contact, your caregiver, say, it's chirping. I need new batteries. I want to be safe in my home.
Could they tell their Meals on Wheels volunteer?
You know what? They could. Actually, they could. And I have to tell my volunteer services manager that if we get any calls from my volunteers, we'll see what we can do. I can't guarantee because I cannot let my volunteers get on ladders. Yeah, but we'll help out the best way that we can, most certainly. Jeffrey, it's been a pleasure to have you today. Stay in the loop on the news.
Thanks,
We look
Christine.
forward to next week.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think you've heard some people in our audience here today of what they're going to do.
Yes.
All right?
It was great to see you all. Have a good day, and I'll see you next week.
Bye. Thank you.
As we get ready for our next segment, brain health, as we get set up for that one, I want to also remind you that in your client newsletter, we also have the opportunity to remind you of staying cool and safe in your home. It's always deceiving. People think that, oh, my electric bill is going to go way up high, way up high, way up high. But here's the deal. If you can keep your home at an even temperature, like during the day, I keep mine at 76. Just keep it there. If I go 78, in my home particularly, it's just a little uncomfortable. So what works best for you and your home, then do it. In my home during the day, 76 is perfect. And if you have an opportunity, turn on the ceiling fan. You know, it's directional. Your ceiling fan can blow air on the top, or you can turn it the opposite direction and it blows the air down a little bit. But also, if you have an oscillating fan, a tower fan, turn that on and keep the air going. If you discover you do not have a tower fan and you need assistance and help, will you please call the office and let us know? You could email me. You could let your volunteer know, and they can report that back to the office, and we will deliver a tower fan to you. Now, you might go, Christine, why do y'all do tower fans? Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't like box fans. I think box fans are ugly. I think they fall over too easy, and they're too stinking loud. Would you agree?
I agree.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And so I don't like them. I would rather have an oscillating fan that stays in position and moves so nicely, and that helps cool down the room, whether I'm in my living room or my bedroom or my kitchen. All right, enough of that safety stuff. Let's move on, shall we? All right, up next, I have Miss Laura joining us. Hi, Miss Laura.
How are you?
I'm so glad you're with me today.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Now, you're going to get medical stuff and talk to me about my brain?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, don't make my brain hurt.
No, ma'am, I won't.
Okay. Well, we're glad to have you here, and we look forward to seeing and hearing what you're going to talk about.
Well, I want to talk about dementia today. That seems to be, as we age, I think everybody's like, oh, you know, am I losing it? Or, you know, it's always a very common concern that everybody has. And so I just want to talk about some things to be, I guess some statistics, not to overwhelm you, but to talk about dementia and what people think about it and some ways to prevent it even now.
Prevention is the key.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Hey, guys, let's listen carefully. Thanks.
All right. So, a lot of times people think dementia is a normal part of aging, but it isn't. Now, don't confuse dementia with moving slower.
Oh.
So it's very normal as you age for your brain to slow down. That's just, and your whole body slows down. Your heart doesn't pump as much. You don't have as much oxygen or blood flowing. That's all normal things as you age. Your body is slowing, and that's normal. And so that's going to make your brain be slower too, because one thing you have to remember is the body pumps blood throughout the heart pumps blood through the whole body, and 20% of our blood goes just to the brain.
I had no idea.
Out of all the organs, the liver, the stomach, everything else, 20% of our oxygen in our body, the blood in our body, goes directly to the brain. And so we always want to make sure that we're taking care of our body. And so there are some illnesses that people may have, like normal illnesses that people have that can mimic dementia. And like, for example, a UTI, a urinary tract infection. And I know probably some of you have even met people or have talked to people who have had UTIs and it's affected them mentally. Like some people even thought they had dementia and it ended up being just a UTI.
It was scary.
Yes, they were disoriented. So many different things were going on. Sometimes being overweight, and I'm one to talk, but not managing your weight, eating right, managing yourself. They call it metabolic. That's a big word.
I've heard that word.
Yeah, it's a big word on how you manage your eating and gastrointestinal, all that stuff. But you have to look at, are you eating right, eating poorly? Are you getting enough nutrients? Because your body is a machine and it's kind of like a car. If you want a car to go, you have to put the right gas in it. What if you put diesel in your gas-powered vehicle? It's not going to run. So you have to make sure you're putting the right foods to make it function the way it's supposed to. You can't put water in it. Even though it's a fluid, you still can't put water in it. You have to put the right the right stuff in it. So they want to make sure you don't have nutritional deficiencies. Also, something that can mimic is medication reactions. I don't know about you, but I've had allergic reactions to medications. Those can cause things to make you think you're losing it, as some people say. Smoking, drinking excessively. One of the biggest things is not getting enough physical activity. And I know as we get older, it's harder for us to want to move around, but even if you're just wiggling your toes,
It's amazing.
what if you're just like, they always say, pumping your calves. So your calves are the muscles on the back of your shin.
This is why
If you pump that, it actually will help mimic the heart and help increase the blood flow to the lower extremities.
No idea.
Yeah.
Okay, should we try it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So even just sitting in our chair.
I don't think you can see our feet underneath the table, but I promise you we are doing it together. Okay, give us our instructions.
So if you're sitting in your chair, if you just lift up, just keep your toes on the ground and pick up your heels.
To make a refreshing change.
And when you do that, and you can just do it, you can do it slow. If you can do it fast. You can do it fast, it's better. But do it controlled, because what happens is it's contracting that calf muscle, and that's actually increasing the blood flow to your feet, especially people with neuropathy. With neuropathy, a lot of that is because you don't have the blood flow, there's nerve damage. And so if you keep the blood flow going, you have less likely chance of getting nerve damage and keeping that healthy blood flow.
When you do that kind of activity, Laura, does that help the blood move quicker or just more consistently? You know?
I don't think it doesn't increase. I mean, if you're doing like exercise, it does increase the heart rate. So it will pump harder, but you have to do it, like you're going to be like getting exercise. So it will make it go a little faster, but it's not going to increase it. But it will, if you do it regularly, you're just keeping a good blood flow, because as you get older, we talked about how the heart, everything's just not as strong as it used to be. Your muscles start getting weaker, your heart's getting, slower. And so those kind of things, it just keeps a more regulated blood flow to those lower extremities.
Gotcha. And keep moving.
Yes, keep moving. They say that that when you exercise even just a little bit, it decreases your chances of having dementia by 41%.
Guys, did y'all just hear that? Wow.
And that's even just yard work. You can do yard work, even if you're just walking around the block, if you're able to walk. If you're not able to walk and get out, I know we're going to do chair yoga later today. but you can do, if you're sitting in your chair, and I'm going to be honest, I've seen people just get a can of beans or a can of corn and they just lift it and they're exercising their arms. Whatever you're capable of moving, get that blood flow going and get the muscles, because it helps in so many different ways. It helps depression. Depression and anxiety are two really huge factors as well that can mimic dementia. So as you are doing the exercise, what you're doing is you're pumping that blood. And when your brain is being exercised and you're getting that fresh blood into your brain, it releases what they call endorphins and serotonin.
I've heard that.
Those are the happy chemicals that your brain releases.
And you can do that naturally if we
Yes.
just give it a little boost.
Yes. And so especially if you already struggle with depression, the more exercise you get, it's a natural way to combat it. I'm not telling you to stop taking your medications. I'm telling you this is something to help promote feeling better.
Right.
And it also increases your energy level. I know it doesn't make any sense, but it works.
It works.
Yes, it works.
Wow.
Yes.
So
Yes.
maybe we ought to ask our audience, what do they do to keep moving?
What are some things that y'all do to keep moving? Or you guys?
Well, walk every now and then, not enough.
Okay, yeah, walking, that's good.
Just in the hall, inside, outside, just 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Walking to the mailbox and back.
yes.
Walking in the hallways in your apartment, because right now it's so hot, Miss Laura.
Mhm,
Anything.
mhm,
Yes.
Yes. Any little bit.
Yeah.
Walking
know.
in place.
Do it every day. I don't do it as often as I should.
Don't
Yeah.
do it every day. That is okay. That is okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Someone else, what do you do to keep active? Don't be bashful.
How about physical therapy exercises? Are they the same?
Yeah, physical therapy. Yes, yes, ma'am. That is and they're stretching you guys at physical therapy. You're getting a workout, a pretty rigid workout when you go to physical therapy or they come to your house, because they're stretching your muscles and you're moving.
They
Really
just
are.
gave me 3 sheets to do myself, to practice on myself.
That's good. What about you, Miss Ruth?
Well, I take care of the dog and just housework that I'm able to do. And I've had some fusions in my back. And so I do some walking. I always have at least 2.5 miles of walking on my iPhone.
Wow, that's great.
Oh, golly.
You know, Ruth, you said housework, and I think sometimes,
Yes.
Miss Laura,
Mhm.
we forget housework is very strenuous.
Yes.
That vacuum
Mhm.
cleaner.
Very.
Just the vacuum cleaner alone.
Or even the duster, because look, I mean,
Right.
you're moving,
Yeah,
Right.
you know.
yeah.
What
Oh,
you could do is put
dance.
some music on.
How about dancing?
Yeah, put some
Dancing.
music on. And
Yes.
you know, you can do it. And like, what if you're vacuuming or mopping? What is sweep, 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 sweep? Or you can mop.
There you go.
You can even dance with it. You know, make it fun. You guys can do it however you want to do it. I mean, you know, I'm just thankful nobody sees me do mine.
I think we might do a 2-step next week or something. We got to get activity.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. I know we're doing chair yoga. I know Will's coming and doing chair yoga, especially if we have a lot of people who aren't able to get up
Right.
as easy and move around. And so we want to make sure that it's something that you're capable of doing where you're at. And you'll find, though, even if you just start small, like even with that can of corn,
Mm-hmm.
you'll find that as you get that blood pumping and that oxygen flowing,
Yes.
it does so many things, because when you get that exercise, not only does that help you feel better, you'll start sleeping better,
Mm-hmm.
because sleep is another thing that's very important when it comes to combating dementia, because with sleep is what they call, it gives your body a chance to reset,
Yes.
and it helps your metabolic waste. So you have what they call lymph nodes in your body, and it helps drain all the waste. And I don't necessarily mean like when you go to the bathroom waste. I mean like all the extra stresses, if you have viruses, if you have sicknesses and germs, your body can fight all that off, but they do that mainly when you're sleeping.
Is that right?
And so they say you really have to take care of your sleep.
Now, I know we're talking about preventing dementia, that there's things that we can do. And Ms. Laura, you said something about sleep. And is there such a thing as a magic number of how many hours to get a night? Or is it just different?
I think it's different. I am not a doctor, so I don't know the answer, but I do know that there's some people who require more sleep than others.
Okay.
I know of a teenager and he sleeps so much
Uh-huh.
all the time.
Oh, he's still growing.
Yes. And so he's got to be exhausted. And then there's some people that I know that only get like 4 hours of sleep and they're completely capable.
Yeah.
And their doctors still say they're healthy.
Mhm.
Again, you always ask your doctor, how many
Okay.
hours of sleep do you think is okay for me?
Okay.
That's something that's
Okay.
something that a medical person should know that.
Okay. Well, what else can we do to help
Well-
prevent dementia?
You always want to, if you smoke, you need to probably stop smoking, increase your physical activity, get your sleep. You want to regulate your weight. If you're diabetic, it's very, very, very imperative
I'm diabetic.
to manage your insulin and glucose levels.
Yes. How many of you are diabetics in our audience today? I'm type 2. Anybody?
Maybe 3.
I'm sorry? Maybe, okay. I wear a glucose monitor, little thing that's on my skin. Miss Laura, it's been the best thing to help manage my diabetes, so I always know how I'm doing. So I appreciate you saying that.
Yes.
So if I manage that better, that affects up here too?
Very, very much so. The heart and the brain are very much connected. So
Okay.
what they're saying is, especially people who are insulin intolerant,
Yeah.
they need to find something that helps their body regulate, because what happens in the brain, everything is, that causes inflammation. How many get their feet swell? How many people's feet swell? Or
yeah.
different things happen. Because inflammation, if it's in your body somewhere, most likely it's in your brain.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. So what they say is you need to monitor your diet, regulate your stress level. And when you exercise, you're regulating your stress level. If you're eating correctly, you're not getting the cholesterol, clogging your pores, your veins and stuff. And if you're getting enough sleep, because all of those factors affect the brain and cause inflammation in the brain, which then causes dementia
Wow.
as it goes into it or affects it. Yes, ma'am.
Had no idea.
I didn't either. I just took this class and I was like, this is such good stuff. I was like, can I share this with people? Because it is something that people really want to know about. And so you always want to make sure that you're regulating your cholesterol, your blood sugar, all those things, your hearing, your vision. Make sure, and I want to say thank you guys for joining us, because that's one of the things too, is if you're isolated, that's something that is a precursor as well, to get out, interact with people, even on the screen as we're socializing together today. So,
Absolutely.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank
I
you.
want to make sure, let's see, make sure you're getting sleep. We talked about that. In your evenings, one of the things that you can do to help with sleep is to avoid spicy foods. I don't know about you, but I got acid reflux. I get acid reflux in the evening. And so, I'm going to be honest, I have a box of Tums or Rolaids or whatever it is beside my bed, because I wake up in the middle of the night. And so they're saying if you avoid sugar, spicy foods, caffeine, and alcohol before you go to bed, you won't have as much gastrointestinal issues at night and help you sleep sounder.
And I'm glad you said that. I've also heard that I shouldn't eat right before I go to bed.
Yes, no.
Like a couple hours, stop.
Yes, you need to give your body enough time to digest it, because it needs to get out of your stomach, because what happens is it goes into your stomach and then you go lay down. Well, when you lay down,
It goes right up.
it can come back up, and it also goes down. So give yourself time. You want to eat a few hours before you go to bed. So don't, even if you're just starving, if you do, get a very, very light snack. They also say to avoid alcohol. And also, one of the biggest things in today's society is electronic.
Uh-oh. You mean you want me to quit playing games on my iPad?
Yes, iPad, iPhone, Android phone, this little thing right here, they emit what they call blue light, and it's called blue light toxicity. And what it happens is it causes the the melatonin that your body naturally produces to decline and keeps you from being able to sleep as effectively and soundly.
I would not have thought about that. How many of y'all play games on your iPad right before you go to bed?
I do.
I do too. I do too.
It helps me unwind. They're saying to get like, if you need to do something like get a paper puzzle, like if you like doing games, like get a crossword puzzle or a word search, things that don't emit the blue light, or even the TV monitors, things like that now have such a blue light. You can get, if you wear glasses, get blue light lenses, but it still emits all around. So they're suggesting that you
Okay.
get away from that completely.
You know, guys, I don't know what you thought about brain health today. It wasn't something that I was thinking very much of, I'll be quite honest. And so, Ms. Laura, what I learned today was there are some practical things I can do to prevent. Now, does that mean I won't have issues? That's not what we're saying, but there are some things that I can do. And I think throughout the whole thing, a phrase that was going through my mind, aging gracefully.
Yes.
I just want to age gracefully because I know the moment I was born, I began to die.
Yes, right.
We're not meant to live forever. So I appreciate the things that you shared. This has been great. I think next week, Miss Laura might do it or I might do it. We might want to practice some things that we can do with our hands. So why don't you bring a bottle of water or a fruit can, vegetable can, and have it with you. And we'll do some little stretches, exercises together. We might even sing while we do it and just have some fun. What do you think about that?
I support you.
Okay, do you? Okay. Well, guys, let's give a hand to Miss Laura. This is great. Yes.
Thank you, guys.
All
Thank you, Miss
right.
Christine.
You bet. Thank you. Up next, we have chair yoga. Yeah. Sorry for the pregnant pause here. All right, we have chair yoga here today, and Will be sharing with you. You may have recognized him from previous sessions. And Will, we're glad that you're joining us here.
I'm glad to be here.
Yes, we have some lovely folks that have joined us today. We've been having fun all morning with some folks in the audience. And Will, I've never done chair yoga. So before we begin, what is it? Why do we do it? And do I have to be an expert athlete to do it?
Yes, any expert athletes, you leave the room now. No. Chair yoga is it's a low impact way of moving your body. You don't have to leave your chair. You don't have to take off your shoes. You don't need to put on special shoes. You don't need to put on pads and a helmet.
Good.
You can do it anywhere you've got a seat. You are able to do this. And it's important to know right at the outset that it's not something that you need to try to, jump from your seat and touch your toes, anything like that. It's scalable to you. So do anything at your level. If you've got a shoulder issue and I say to raise your hand above your head, this is the same amount of effort. Okay. Anything that you're doing today is 100% more than doing nothing. So just do it all to your level. There's no pressure here for anybody to wow us with your yoga prowess. Okay.
Wonderful.
All right.
I'm now relaxed.
No, good. Well, so right here at the front, what we're going to do is just breathe to sort of get our body ready. So find a comfortable position in your chair. That can be leaning back. That can be at the edge of your seat if that's what you like. Anything is fine. Hands in your lap with palms facing up. All right. And just let your hands relax. You don't need to make a fist. You don't need to do anything except just let those palms face up. Relax your shoulders and take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, try to fill your belly. Think about a balloon inflating. And again, just to the level that is comfortable for you.
Can I breathe out yet?
You may breathe out.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Let's do it. Breathe in again. Hold at the top and then let it go. All right. Now, the first move we're going to do is for our hands. Place your pointer fingers and thumbs together to make sort of that diamond shape. And as the best you can, to your level, put your hands out in front of you. Now, as best you can, try to stretch your pinkies away from your pointer fingers. You're trying to make that number 5 with your hand as wide as possible. And feel the pressure on your pointer fingers and thumbs. And you feel it good.
Dude.
Excellent. You're doing it right. Now relax your hands, and then we're going to go back. We're going to do that one more time. This time, put your forefingers and thumbs together. Stretch those hands out. Now breathe in while you're trying to get that good stretch in your hands, and breathe out. All right. Now, to your level, as you inhale in, we're going to bring our hands straight up as best you can, up above your head. If you're capable, get your biceps all the way to your ears. Breathe in and slowly lift your arms down in a shape of a T. So you can slap me in the face. That way. All right. And now bring them back in front of you into that diamond shape. And breathe in. Exhale and let your hands drop back to your lap with palms facing up. All right, so that's sort of the on switch. We got our engine started now.
I stretched.
Hey, you did.
I did.
You've done a whole lot more stretching than you have all day, I bet.
It's true.
And every little bit helps. Like I'm sure Laura was just talking about. Just 5 minutes of exercise.
Yes.
Is going to be so beneficial for you. And we're going to take this all the way to 20. So get ready for the Olympics. Okay. So now we're going to get our feet going. So I'm going to raise my right foot, but that's probably going to look like my left foot to you at home. We're going to raise our right foot and then just bring it back down. Bring it up again. And this time, fan your toes out. Thinking like we did our hands earlier. Bring it back down. We're going to do the other side. Just bring that left foot up and just put it right back down. Now bring it back up again and fan your toes out. I don't know if you're like me, but my shoes just stay closed up in my feet stay closed up in my shoes all day, and I feel like I got to unfurl them when I get home. So now we're going to do the right foot again. Raise it, fan your toes out, and then try to point your toes back toward yourself, back toward your knee. It's going to stretch out the calf. And again,
Yes.
do it to your level. We don't want anybody popping an Achilles tendon or anything, okay? Let's lower that foot back down. Now we'll do the left side the same. Bring your foot up, fan your toes out, and then point them back towards your knee.
That feels good.
Good. Excellent. It's working.
Audience, how are you feeling right now? Does it feel good?
Being good.
Awesome.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So we've got our hands worked up. We got our feet worked up. Now we're gonna go on to advanced calculus. Okay. So get ready. We're gonna raise that just your right arm. Keep your left hand in your lap with your palm facing up. That's to just help you to relax that side as much as possible. Bring your right hand up as much as you can to your level and try to lean toward your left. So we're going to kind of lean over to the left and sort of get our lower back to relax a little bit there. You should feel that along your ribs, your latissimus dorsi if you're a kinesiologist, bicep to your ear. Now we're going to try the best you can. Look up at your hand. And if you're able to look up at your hand, maybe you can fan those fingers out again and make that big number 5 with your hand. All right, now slowly lower back down. We're going to do the same thing on the left side now. Keep your right hand in your lap with your palm facing up. And take a deep breath in as you raise your left arm. Lean a little bit to your right. Feel that stretch.
I don't know how to make that. Okay.
Fan those fingers out. All right, now lower it back down. Kind of get the wiggles out here. Shake it all out. I didn't start my clock. I don't know how we're doing on time, but okay, we're good. All right, excellent. Everybody's doing awesome. Everybody okay?
Yeah.
Everybody falling out of their chair. Okay, good.
Y'all are looking great.
All right, very good, very good, very good. All right, so we are going to put our hands back out in front of us. So we're going to put those, your thumb and your forefingers back together to make that diamond. And really feel that pressure between the forefinger and your thumb. Stretch those pinkies out. Get your hands activated, if you will. And we're going to breathe up. Keep that diamond shape as you go up above your head. Breathe in and then exhale. We're going to bring our arms back out to that T like we did earlier, and hands back into your lap. We're going to do that one more time. If you guys want to know, this is called a diamond cutter. Okay, this is a major move. All right, make that diamond out in front of you. And I like to try to feel as many muscles like down my forearms and up to my shoulders activating as much as possible. Think about like the fire engine turning on the hose, and the hose just sort of shoots out and becomes stiff, rigid. Make sure you're activating as many muscles as you can. Breathe in and raise your hands up. Back down to that T. And now bring your fists together out in front of you like you're Hulk Hogan, showing off all your muscles.
Yeah, Will, you look better than I do. See his muscles.
And then bring your hands away and back to your lap. All right, we're going to do one more of those later. So just be prepared for that. All right, I'm going to get a little more comfortable in my seat. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Now we are going to move our feet, move our ankles. And again, this is something just to do to your level. Okay, this is going to help you get circulation moving around down there, get those muscles all around your feet, toes, and ankles activated, okay? Because if we don't use it, we lose it, right? So let's bring up your right foot and just try to imagine you are drawing a circle with your toes in the air. We'll do 3 or 4 of those, maybe 5 because it feels good.
It does.
Awesome. Now, hold your foot out in front of you. And one more time, we're going to fan out our toes and point our toes back at our knee, the very best that you can. If that moves your toes 1 millimeter, that is 1 millimeter better than 0. Yes. All right. Lower that right foot. Let's bring up the left foot. And let's draw a circle with the left. If you are anything like me, you draw a terrible circle with your left foot's toes. I don't know why. I can't make my foot do that very well. But we're doing it to our own level, right? All right. Now point those toes, fan those toes out and point them back at your knee. Very good. All right. Now bring both feet down to the floor, and as best that you can, try to bring your feet together. If you can sort of, even if you're wearing shoes, sort of imagine your big toes touching and your heels touching while your feet are flat on the floor. And we are going to pick our toes up. Keep your heels on the floor. Point your toes, fan your toes out, and try to, again, point them back at your knees. We'll hold that for a beat. Let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's lower our feet back down and then come up let your feet come up on your toes, bring your heels up, but try to keep them touching if you're able. If your feet are like this, that's okay too. That's totally fine. We want to feel the muscles on the back of our legs, our calf muscles, sort of activating to our level. Breathe in and breathe out. Awesome. Bring your heels back down. Now, this is some more advanced calculus, okay, you guys? Keep your heels and your toes together. You might want to put your hands on the arms of your chair or tighter in your lap. And we're going to try to bring both of our feet up out in front of us to your level. If you raise your feet 1 inch, that is infinitely better than nothing, okay? Try to point your toes back at your knees. Jeepers, I feel that. You guys feeling that?
I'm feeling it.
Okay, very good. We're going to be sweating. We're going to need some towels in here. Okay, lower your feet back down. Very good. All right, now we're going back to our main move, our diamond cutter, okay? So hands together, fingers and thumbs together. Fan those fingers out. Turn on the hose fire engine. Let that water shoot out the front here. Breathe in, up above your head, and breathe out. Let your arms come down to a T. All right, back down to your lap, and then we're going to Hulk it out, Hulk Hogan style.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Excellent. All right, shake it out a little bit. Very good. Whew. Where are we at on time? Oh, sweet. We got all kinds of time.
Will, I'm just curious how they're doing.
How's everybody doing?
Talk to us.
Hang in there.
Hey, did you feel the stretch in your legs?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Isn't
Wonderful.
he a great teacher?
Yep.
He's excellent.
But I want muscles like him. How about you?
Well, make sure to do chair yoga every week and drink that milk we deliver to you.
Yes.
And then we'll cross our fingers and hope for the best.
All right.
Okay. All right. So make sure you are comfortable in your seat. If you are able, make sure your sit bones are aligned. So going down from your neck all the way through the bottom of your chair, you want to make a straight line the best that you can, okay? We are going to walk our right foot out. So keep your left foot in front of you out straight. We're going to walk our right foot out the very best that you can.
Drive me pretty much everywhere I go because
Put your right hand on your right knee and look to your left. So turn your head to your left. So you're looking over your left shoulder. Oh my hips are so tight. I'm really feeling that. Probably not good.
Oh,
Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Now, one of the big, what would you call it? Like a central tenet of yoga is exertion without tension. So as I'm trying to do this stretch, I'm feeling, I'm actually getting a muscle spasm in my hip because I'm so tight.
oh,
So I'm going to breathe in again, and this is to relax me. Deep breath in, and as you breathe in, hold it at the top, and then exhale. All right. Bring your right foot back so your feet are together. And let's put our hands, palms facing up in our lap. And this is just to help us along a little bit to make sure we stay relaxed. Now we're going to walk our left foot out. I kind of do like a little footloose move to do that. Get my phone out of the way. All right. Walk your left foot out. Put your left hand on your left knee and look over your right shoulder. I did not know how badly I needed this until just now. Everybody take a deep breath in.
350,000.
Hold at the top and then exhale. One more deep breath in.
Your organization can build awareness with a trusted
And exhale. All right. Let's bring our feet back to in front of us. We are sitting right on top of our sit bones. Let's have our hands with palms facing up. Relax your shoulders. And if you're probably not flapping your gums as much as I am right now. If your mouth is closed, make sure that your tongue is not touching the top of your mouth. You can shut your eyes, relax the muscles around your jaw. This is going to just enable us to relax as best that we can, physically as well as mentally. Yoga is not meant to give you superpowers or to give you super strength, anything like that. It's just to make you the very best version of you. It's an easy way for you to exercise that is very low impact on your joints, and it's good for your mind as well. We're going to do one last diamond cutter. This is going to be the biggest one of the day, okay, you guys? So we're going to bring our hands out in front of us, thumbs together, 4 fingers together. We're going to take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, imagine that fire engine is turning on the water to that hose, and the firemen are holding on for dear life, okay? Exhale. Let all that water shoot out the palm of your hands. You are fire engine number 9. Pinky stretched away, thumb and forefinger. You feel that contact. Breathe in. Exhale. All right, let's bring it above our heads. Breathe in as you go. Arms out to a T. And Hulk it out. Let's see those Hulk Hogan. Yeah. All right, now bring your arms out to your sides real quickly like that. And exhale, relax. Hands back in your lap, palms facing up. That was very good work, you guys. I can actually see you on this little monitor. I was watching this whole time. That was good work, guys. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, guys, give Will a appreciation. My goodness.
Can I ask him a question? Does it help with spondylitis and stenosis? Have you heard of it?
I have not heard of that.
Oh, it's just well, never mind if you haven't.
So fair enough.
It helped.
Well, I've learned so much about yoga here today, Will. Some of this I just realized we could do on our own. Till we meet you again next Tuesday.
Absolutely, yeah. If you did 5 minutes a day of this, if you did 5 minutes every other day, anything. And really, that diamond cutter move I was showing you, I mean, do that once a day. That's extremely, extremely good for you.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys, we remember the
Thank
diamond
you.
cutter, fire hose number 9,
That's right.
and the Hulk. Okay,
That's right.
we can do it. Woo.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
We'll see you
Thank
next week.
you.
Woo. This has been a great adventure here for us this morning. What a great workout. Very much. I appreciate you all staying with us here. This has been fun. So much fun.
All right.
I know it. And now we've done our little exercises. We've kind of done our stretching. And now we're going to relax a little bit. No one's allowed to go to sleep. But it's time for book club. All right. And if we could move this mug. All right.
Hello.
Let me get my water.
All right.
You know how Christine was
Normally-
talking about hydration? I got my little hydration bottle right here.
Normally, Cindy joins us for our book club, but she is out on vacation with family. And we are so glad that she was able to do that, to be with family. And so in her place today we have Zach,
Hello.
who is going to join us for the book club. Now,
Zach.
I understand there is this great book called The Thursday Murder Club.
Yes.
Now, I have personally not read this. So for our audience today, first off, tell us, what do you do in a book club? What's so popular about it? And what can we expect each week?
Okay.
Join us.
So what we've been doing so far is, so what you can do with the book club is, if you are able to, you try to get this book over here. I'll figure we get closer to it.
We're going to zoom in there. We also provided it in the guide.
Awesome. And then what you can do is you can kind of follow along as we read all the different types of chapters. And so Cindy, when she usually reads, she also goes through, she asks different questions over what do you think about this character that was introduced? And yeah, it's pretty fun.
All right. Well, you take it away. This is, I don't know if you've been watching, but we have had a great audience this morning, very engaging. So I hope you enjoy being read to, because I think that's what you're going to do.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. All right.
Absolutely. Hello. And also, so we're starting on chapter 11. There's other previous chapters that were read that's also was recorded. And then some of the questions I'm going to ask that she had asked before. And so some of the main points from the previous chapters was that Ian had ended up firing Tony. And then Ian tries to buy more land. And then also Tony ended up being murdered. So some of the questions that she had asked previously was Tony's murder a surprise? And if yes, who were you expecting to be murdered instead? I don't know if any of y'all had a chance to look at some of the previous chapters.
No.
I don't have the book.
Oh, okay. All right. And so that's also another good thing as to why we're also reading it out loud. So that way you can kind of maybe follow along.
I have a question.
Yes.
Where do you get the book? Where can we
so
get the
You
book?
can order it online, or you can go to like a bookstore. I ended up finding it at Barnes and Nobles.
Oh, I don't drive and work.
Or Amazon, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. Amazon. Perfect.
Okay, so I'm gonna start reading, and bear with me. Hopefully, my pipes are clean. So, all right. So Cooper's Chase always wakes early. As the foxes finish their nightly rounds and the birds begin their roll call, the kettle whistles and low lamps start to appear in curtained windows. Morning joints creak and slide. Nobody here is grabbing toast before an early train to the office or packing a lunchbox before walking the kids. But there is not much to do, nonetheless. Many years ago, everybody here would wake early because there was much to do and only so many hours in the day. Now they wake early because there is much to do and only so many days left. Ibrahim is always up by 6 for insurance reasons. The swimming pool doesn't open until 7. He has argued unsuccessfully that the risk of drowning while swimming unsupervised is dwarfed by the risk of dying from cardiovascular disease or respiratory or circulation illnesses due to lack of regular exercise. He even produced an algorithm proving that keeping the pool open 24 hours a day would make residents 31.7% safer than closing it overnight. The Leisure and Recreation Amenities Committee remained unmoved. Ibrahim could see that their hands were tied by the various directives, and so he held no grudges. The algorithm was nearly filled away. Should it ever be needed again, there was always much to do. I have a job for you, Ibrahim says Elizabeth, sipping a mint tea. Well, a job for you and Ron, but I'm putting you in charge. Very wise, says Ibrahim, nodding, if I might say. Elizabeth had rung him in the night before the news about Tony Curran. She had heard from Ron, who had heard it from Jason, who had heard it from a source yet to be documented. Dead in the kitchen, blunt force, trauma to the head, found by his wife. Ibrahim usually likes to spend this hour looking through old case notes, and sometimes even new ones. He still has a few clients, and if they ever are in need, they will make a trip out to Cooper's Chase and sit in the battered chair under the painting of the sailboat, both of which have followed him around for nearly 40 years now. Yesterday, Ibrahim had been reading the notes of an old client from his sad-eyed bank manager from Goldmead, who took in stray dogs and had killed himself one Christmas day. Not such luck this morning, Ibrahim thinks. Elizabeth had arrived with the sunrise. He is finding the break in his routine challenge. All I need you to do is to lie to a senior police officer, says Elizabeth. Can I trust that? When you cannot trust me, Elizabeth, says Ibrahim, when I have let you down? Well, never, Ibrahim, she agrees. That's why I like to keep you around. Also, you make very good tea. Ibrahim knows he has a pair of hands. Over the years, he even saved lives and saved souls. He was great at what he did, And that's why even now, some people will drive for miles past an old phone box, past the farm shop and the wooden bus stop, and take the right turn before the bridge, just to speak to the 80-year-old psychiatrist, long retired. Sometimes he fails. Who doesn't in this world? And those are the flies that Abraham will reach for in the early mornings. The bank manager who sat in the battered chair and cried and could not be saved. But this morning, there were the different priorities. He understood that. This morning, the Thursday Murder Club had a real-life case, not just yellowing pages from smudged type from another age, but a real case, a real corpse, and something about somewhere out there is a real killer. That morning, Abraham is needed, which is what he lived for. Chapter 12. PC Donna DeFrentis carries a tray of teas into the incident room. A local builder, Tony something, has been murdered, and judging by the size of the assembled team, it's a big deal. Donna wonders why. If she takes her time with the teas, maybe she can find out. Detective Chief Inspector Chris Hudson is addressing the team. He always seems nice enough. He once opened some double doors for her without looking like he wanted a medal for it. There are cameras at the property and plenty of them. Get the footage, Tony Curran. Left Cooper's Chase at 2 and he died at 3:32, according to his Fitbit. There's only a small window to search. Donnie has placed the tea tray on the desk while she stoops to tie her shoe. He hears Cooper Chase mentioned what is interesting. There are also cameras on the A214 around 100 meters south of Curran's home and half a mile north. So let's get a hold of that footage too. You know the time frame? Chris stops for a moment and looks over at where Donna DeFrentis is crouching. Everything's all right, Constable, he says. Donna straightens up. Yes, sir, just trying my shoelace. Wouldn't want to tip with the tea tray. Very wise, agrees Chris. Thank you for the tea. We'll let you get out now. Thank you, sir, says Donna, walking towards the door. She realizes that Chris, a detective, of course, he probably spotted that her shoelace had no laces. But surely he wouldn't blame a young constable for a bit of healthy curiosity. As she opens the door to leave, she hears Chris Hudson continue. Until we get all that, the biggest lead is the photographer the killer left by the body. Let's take a look. Donna can't resist turning, and she sees projected onto the wall. She sees projected onto the wall an old photograph of 3 men in a pub laughing and drinking, their tables covered in the banknotes. She has only a moment, but she recognizes one of the men immediately. Things would be very different when Donna was a part of the murder squad. Very different. No one visiting primary schools to write serial numbers on the bikes in invisible ink. No more politely reminding local shopkeepers that overflowing bins were actually a criminal off. Constable, says Chris, snapping Donna from her train of thought. She takes her eyes off the photo and looks at Chris. Firmly but kindly, he mentions that she is free to leave. She smiles at him and nods. Daydreaming, sorry, sir. She opens a door and walks through to the bedroom. She strains to hear every last word before the door finally swings shut. So 3 men, all of whom obviously know very well. Shall we take them one by one? The door clunks shut. Donna sighs. So Donna's trying to listen in on what's going on. All right, chapter 13, Joyce. I hope you forgive a morning diary entry, but Tony Curran is dead. Tony Curran is the builder who put this place up. Perhaps he even laid the bricks in the fireplace. Who knows? I mean, probably not. He probably had someone else to do that for him, didn't he? And all the plastering and what have you. He would have just overseen things, I suppose. But I bet his fingerprints are here somewhere, which is quite a thrill. Elizabeth rang me last night with the news. I would never describe Elizabeth as breathless, but honestly, she wasn't far off. Tony Curran was bludgeoned, of all things, by hand or hands unknown. I told her what I'd seen with Ron and Jason, the row between Curran and Ian Bentham. She told me she already knew, so she must have spoken to Ron before she spoke to me, but she was polite enough to listen as I gave my view of it. I asked her if she was taking notes, and she said she would remember it. Anyway, Elizabeth seems to have some sort of plan. She is seeing Abraham this morning. I asked her if there was any way I might be able to help, and she said there was. So I asked her what that might be, and she said if I held my horses, I would find out soon enough. So I suppose I sit and wait for instructions. I'm going to take a mini bus into Fairhaven later, but I shall keep my mobile phone on just in case. I have become someone who has to keep their mobile phone on. And then chapter 14. So, who killed Tony Curran? And how do we catch him? Asked Elizabeth, or catch him or her. I know I should say, but it's probably him. What kind of woman would bludgeon someone? That's about it. After giving Abraham his instructions for the day, Elizabeth headed straight over for this chat. She is in her usual chair. He absolutely seems the type to have had enemies. T-shirt, a big house, more tattoos than Ron, so on and so forth. The police will be making lists of suspects right now, and we'll have to get to our hands on it. In the absence of a list, though, why don't we look at whether Ian Bentham killed Tony Curran? You remember Ian Bentham? With the aftershave, Bentham and Tony Curran had a little fight.
Yeah, I had to fight. That's the way to get it. It's the uncle.
Ron saw them, of course. When does he ever miss a thing? And Joyce said something about Pizza Express, but I knew what she meant. Elizabeth tries to mention Joyce more often these days because why deny it? Shall we make some reasonable assumptions? Let's say Bentham is unhappy with Curran, and Curran is unhappy with Bentham. It doesn't much matter which. They have something to discuss, and yet they meet in public, which is peculiar. She checks her watch. She is subtle about it, despite everything. So let's say straight after the consultation meeting, Bentham has a bad news to break. He fears Curran's reaction so much that he meets in the public view. He hopes to placate him, but in Ron's view, he was unsuccessful. I'm paraphrasing Ron there. There's a small sponge cube on a stick next to the bed. Elizabeth places it in the jug of water and wets Penny's dry lips. The metallic chirp of Penny's heart monitor fills the silence. So how would Bentham react in that scenario? Penny, facing Curran with grudge, switch to plan B. Follow Curran to his house? Let me in. Let's just talk about it this perhaps. I've been too hasty. And then wallop, as simple as that, don't you think? He kills Curran before Curran kills him. Elizabeth looks around her bag and she places her hands on the arms of the chair. Ready to leave? But why? That's the question I know you'd ask. I'm going to try and take a look at her financial relationship. Chase the money. There's a man in Geneva who owes me a favor. So we should be able to get Bentham's financial records by this evening. Either way, it sounds like fun, doesn't it? An adventure. And I think we'll have a few tricks that the police won't. I'm sure they'd appreciate a bit of help, and that's my task for this morning. Elizabeth gets out of her chair and walks to the side of the bed. A real murder to investigate. Penny, I promise I won't let you miss a thing. She kisses her best friend on the forehead. She turns to the chair on the other side of the bed and gives a small smile. How are you, John? Penny's husband, John Gray, puts down his book and looks up. Oh, you know. I do know. You always know where I am, John. The nurses say Penny can hear nothing, but who is to say John Gray never speaks to Penny while Elizabeth's in the room? He comes into the Willows at 7 each morning and leaves at 9 each evening, back to the flat, and he and Penny have lived together. Back to the holiday trinkets and the old photos in the memory that he and Penny shared for 50 years. She knows that he has to talk to Penny when she is not there, and every time she walks in, always after knocking, she notices the fade white prints of John's hand on Penny. His hand back on his book, though he always seems to be on the same page. Elizabeth leaves the lovers together. And that's it for chapter 15. And so I'll kind of do a little brief pause there. Yeah, and so the chapter we'll read is chapter 16. Okay.
There's always things pretty
What do you guys think of this this book? I know I don't know if you guys have seen any of the other previous chapters.
I don't know.
Okay. And usually Cindy does read it. And she's a pretty good reader. Pretty fun to kind of follow on that.
But you're a good reader too. But isn't this the first time they've had this kind of Zoom thing?
So this is the first time where we're like able to see all of y'all and stuff. And I know that we've had previous readings of the chapters that we're hoping to also upload, so that way y'all are able to kind of review the different chapters that were read out.
Oh, well, it's all new to me. But you're a good reader.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm not big on murder mysteries, but you keep us engaged.
Well, an interesting thing about this book too is that it's also on Netflix. And so that's where I thought it was a pretty interesting movie. And so if you do end up having Netflix, you can also watch the movie, and it's really, really good. It follows along people that are living in like a retirement home, and they end up solving murders at the Jigsaw puzzle room. It's pretty.
I thought I had heard of it, but like I said, I'm not big on those kind of genres.
Okay.
But thank you.
Yeah.
What?
Absolutely. What book do you like?
Oh, I'm not. I read mostly magazines and stuff I have to read. I'm not a big reader. I wish I was.
Okay.
Well, Zach, we appreciate you coming and filling in for Cindy today.
Absolutely.
I have been introduced to a new book that I was unfamiliar with. So I'm going to be staying tuned with you each week as well.
Mhm.
So we're going to let you get set up for our next segment because you're on again.
Yes.
While Zach, go ahead.
Okay.
Get set up.
Yep.
While Zach is getting set up for the next segment, I wanted to visit with you just a moment. Don't leave me today now. I want you to stay on. We've got one more segment, and then I want you to help me debrief and evaluate how we did in our first segment here today for the day. But I don't want to do that until we finish the last one. All right. Zach is going to come join us. And if you look at your connection channel, I love the title, Be Positive, Like My Blood Type. And it's our attitude can make everyone around us. Your attitude can impact everyone around you. Join us as we explore simple strategies to stay positive and grounded, even during life's challenging moments.
I'll be able to just move this. I'll just move the cups. Okay.
Hey, Christine.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
wanna interject something. I do read. I'm not illiterate, but I've spent more time on the computer lately than I do in a book, and that's bad because I'm texting grandkids and family. But when I read Christian books mostly,
Yes.
like Max Lucado, Change Your Thinking and that kind of thing, Tame Your Mind, and
Yes.
another one that's Ruth Graham on loneliness and things like that.
Did you say Max Lucado?
Yeah.
Yes. Very good author, preacher. Definitely very good. I don't know if any of y'all have read any of the other book series, Janet Oak.
Mm-mm.
No. That's another good fictional writer, Christian writer as well. There's a lot of good books. You know, I used to have, like you, I used to do a lot of reading more and more. I know some people enjoy reading on their iPad. I have never enjoyed that. I want to touch the book. No, truly, I want to touch and feel it. It relaxes my eyes a lot better than on the iPad. But whatever works for you is great. It really is. All right, you stay in touch. Stay here. We're not through yet. Once Zach finishes, I want to talk a little bit more with you. But right now, Zach, what are we about to do?
I'm gonna do.
Be positive.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of an experiment. All right, and so first, yes, the caption was "Be positive, like my blood type." And so the way that I came up with that little phrase was with my wife, right? And so You have all the different types of blood types, you know, like O negative, AB, just all those different types. And so her blood type is B positive. And so one of the things that before we'd go out and like embark and, you know, just go to work or just anything, we'd always tell each other, you know, B positive, like my blood type. And so it was a way that we just, I don't know, kind of uplifted each other as we go and just embark and do
That's
everything.
cute.
Yeah.
That's nice. That is cute.
Thank you. Thank you. And so I'm really big on positivity, you know, and so being kind and being a positive thinker, it doesn't cost you anything. It's completely free, you know, and it also impacts everyone, the people that you are talking with or connected with. It also impacts ourselves, like the things that we tell ourselves in our heads, you know, because sometimes, you know, the world can be hard at times. So many changes that are happening around you that you have no control over. But the one thing you can't have control over is how you respond to it. And then also just how you're like thinking about yourself and stuff. And so I have a little experiment. I don't know if you guys have any kids or grandkids or just anyone that you'd want to maybe go through this with. It's kind of fun. And so what I have these little cups, right? So these just little clear, you can see through cups. And then I love art. I like kind of I'm a visual learner too. So I have my 3 different colors. Sorry. I have my red, my yellow, and my blue. Okay. And so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill up the cups about a little bit above halfway. And then what I like is we're going to start with red. We're going to put some drops of red in here.
Now, how many drops are you putting?
We'll just do 4.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. And then we're going to do yellow. Let's see how that looks. Do one more. Okay. And then we're going to do some blue or azul for some of you guys that can speak Spanish. Yeah. And then we're going to just do red again, you know. There we go. All right. So I'm going to kind of just mix it around a little bit. I'll just use my finger or if you have like a spoon or like a knife or something, you can also use that as well. Well, it's not really red. It's more like a purplish color.
Did you mix that?
Did I mix some?
That purples. What did you mix with it?
Yeah, so actually that was just the red. I only used just the red, so I don't know why it's so
Oh, that's what I thought I saw.
It's still very pretty. It's a very pretty color though.
Yeah.
And I think I might use a little bit more blue. That blue I want to be a little bit more darker. But do y'all try to stay positive with thinking?
Pardon? Pardon?
Y'all try to stay positive with thinking?
Of course.
Good, that's very good. All right. And then these other cups, these are completely empty. You don't put any water in them. Okay? And the next thing you're going to need is paper towels. And so I ended up doing 6 of them. Okay? So the way you do that is you're going to end up folding the paper towels in half, hot dog style.
Yeah.
Another hot dog style. Then what you're going to do is you're going to fold it down on itself. Like that. You're going to make like, like a little, like a U or a V. Right? And then what we're going to do, we're going to cut the ends. That way, because we don't want it too long. It's going to take way too long. Right? And then you're just going to place it in there, okay, where it goes from this cup into this empty cup.
That is your wife now.
So we're going to go just like that. Okay? So I'm just going to try to get this done a little bit quicker.
ECBI's all teaching channels feature aspects by the teachers of the world. Assessment of
How's y'all's day been so far?
Huh? Pardon?
How's y'all's day been so far?
Well, so far, this is probably the highlight. This is the
Okay,
highlight of my day.
that's
Thank
good.
you. Yep.
I'm very
What's
glad
the
to hear.
purpose of this exercise you're doing?
Oh, so I believe that everything is connected, right? So like the people that we talk with, the like even like the um yeah, the people that you talk with, like your children, grandchildren, even like just the connections you have with yourself. I feel like everything is connected, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So even though these cups have no water, let's say these people all right here are positive thinkers, and they're just releasing this energy out into the world,
Oh.
and these cups right here are completely empty. These are people that might need a little bit, a little bit more in their cup.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're connecting them with paper towels.
No, I didn't mean for you to give away your hook. But this is
No, you're
nice.
good. You're good. You're good. No, you're good. I love the questions. I'm a big. If a person wants to understand, I would always encourage them to ask questions.
Okay.
So I'm a big believer of that. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and keep on cutting. And this is something that also can be pretty relaxing to do as well. So, but it does take some time. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see the water traveling up the paper towel. That's another thing too.
You putting them all into the 2 cups?
Yes. Yes, I am. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching. This is mesmerizing.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty blue.
It is a very pretty blue. I like it. What's your favorite color so far?
All of them. I'm just like, I'm not particular. I like that blue though.
Good. Thank you. I like that blue too.
I think we got a little closer to the cup so we can see them a little bit easier.
Yeah.
I'm mesmerized and I'm right here watching the colored dye going up the paper towels.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm on television. I'm waiting for where's the next trick or what's about to happen. That's where my mind is going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can see the red traveling up the paper. I guess that's a cup the other cup is going into. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the yellow, yeah, I see it.
Yeah. And so the cups that are behind there are completely empty. And so this does take a process. And I also feel like it also comes down to also the words that we use and how we talk to people. Because what you say to a person can also like impact them and make them feel good about themselves or even make you feel good about yourself too. Like it's like whenever you have you ever been in a point where you weren't really smiling, but then you see someone smile and they look at you and then you smile back?
That doesn't always work like that, but most of the time, yes.
Okay. Well, I've had it happen a couple times where I'm just like, I see someone smile, I'm like, what? Like, what are you smiling
Yeah.
at? So, and then I smile, I'm like, what? So,
Yeah, but basically it's true. It does. It does kind of make you want to smile.
yeah, it's good. And so, I don't know, you ever watch any cooking shows before?
Oh, yeah. I love them.
You love them? Nice.
Yeah.
So, whenever you feel cooking shows, how do they kind of show that, like, the food, like, they prepped it, but because of the show and you have to watch it, what are something that they sometimes do to kind of let us stay engaged without having to wait, 45 minutes or an hour to.
Oh, they have one in operation and the other one already done? Is that it?
That is right. That is
Oh, okay.
correct.
Okay.
So I wanted to also test it and see how long it took because I thought this was going to be a pretty quick thing, right? And so I had been trying it at my house, did it with my wife, did a little art project, and so I came up with this. And I thought it was one of the coolest things ever because it's an actual representation of it. So I had to put it on a cutting board to transfer it.
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Neat.
yeah, and I can spin it now too, which is nice. And so it's the same colors that we did, where you have the red, You had the yellow-ish. That was, I don't know how it turned a little more orange. You had the blue, and you also had that other red, right?
Oh, good. Yeah.
And you can see the water also went out of it, and that's that same thing where it's like
Oh,
sometimes people, we also pour into other people as well. And so that's where you go into the back cups that were completely empty. And those back cups, that's where you have those different colors, right? And so now on the back, I hope you can see it really well, but the blue and red can make purple. And then you also know that
yeah.
blue and yellow is supposed to make a little bit more of a green. And then we have blue and yellow that's supposed to make a little bit more of a orange.
Pretty.
Absolutely. So it's like a nice little rainbow.
Yeah.
Different colors. Yeah.
So that shows how we can affect other people.
Yeah, it's with our like this being positive and just how it kind of, I just feel like it's all somewhat connected with all the different paper towels into the water.
And each color got lower, but that's okay.
Yeah, that is okay. But yeah.
Where's the other lady? I don't want to dominate your conversation.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I'm also very big on the stories. I'm a very big
Ruth, are
story
you
guy.
still with us? No? Okay. I think Ruth had to hop off. That's all right. And I did not catch your name. What is your name?
Cheryl.
Carol.
Cheryl.
Cheryl. Thank you.
Cheryl. I got a bunch of names. I hope they're all good.
Yeah.
Cheryl with an S.
Nice.
Like Cheryl Ladd or something.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
And what was your name, sir?
My name is Zach.
Zach, that's great. I love art. That's my field too. So that was really impressive.
Do you like art? What all you like to do for art?
Huh?
What do you like to do for art? Like with art?
Babe, I haven't done much of anything lately. That's why I joined on. I've been looking at the design. I said I wish I could get up and make it into a painting, but nah, I haven't.
So you said you did some paintings before?
In my younger years in college.
Nice. Oh, in college? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
She said she
did one that was really good, I guess, that I remember. And that was a landscape.
I think what we learned here today, Zach, was that we definitely have an opportunity to encourage others through our positivity.
Yeah.
Right.
And that I may be a red and you may be a blue, but as I share, I make an impact and a difference in you as you do with me. And I loved how those colors came together.
Absolutely.
And you made a comment about the orange. And I'm wondering if because the two colors intertwined, they made a beautiful new color.
Oh, yes.
So
wow.
Oh, that's pretty deep, isn't it?
Yeah, that's nice.
I think we might just have a transfusion, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The blood types.
Absolutely.
You know, Christina, whenever more people get on, Zach should come back and do that because that's great. That took a lot of prep, and it really proved the point.
Ma'am, definitely so.
Yes, it did.
Well, Zach, thank you for sharing with us. Be positive, like my blood type. And what I learned about you today is a fun thing that you and your wife do to be an encouragement to each other. That is great.
That's beautiful.
Let's give Zach a good hand. Yes, thank you so much. Woo! All right.
Yay, Zach.
Well, today has been a fun day as we have launched our new The Connection channel. And I want to hear from you. What did you think about today, some of the topics, and what would you like to see for future topics? So first, all right, what was this morning like? What did you like or not like?
Well, everything was outstanding for me.
Uh-huh.
It was something new,
Good.
and it was right on Zoom. So there's no getting out of it. Just put a little effort. It was kind of hard to log on at first.
Was it? Are you using your phone, iPad, or laptop?
My phone. But you know, the problem was I came in an hour earlier at 9. I thought it was that early, so
That's
that was
okay.
too early.
Yes, that is okay. I'm just curious, were you able to hear us?
Yeah, you'll be
Okay.
moving. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could hear, but can y'all hear me? I
We hear
guess
you.
you can.
Yes, we hear you just fine. Yeah, we had no problem. No problem. And
It's just a thumbnail of where I see myself. It's just like a little thumbnail, but it's not very big. It's real little, but that's okay because I don't like being on camera anyway.
that's okay. That's okay.
All right.
Oh, well, are there any topics that you'd like for us to see special guest speakers on any other type of topics for the future?
No, I mean what it did is really great. I don't have any idea how it could be any better. I mean, I'm not trying to flatter you, but I'm impressed. It was nice.
You're
And the people that you brought in were excellent. So
good.
it was nice.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't expecting to enjoy as much as I did in stretching my hands, my arms, and legs today. So for me personally, that was that was a surprise. I wasn't expecting yoga because I'd never done it. But
It feels so much better and it's a little time.
it does. It does. Well, I appreciate the folks that joined us today. I really, really do. It has been fun. Again, it's been something that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I appreciate my staff that joined me today. That was all of our staff. And what a delight to have each one be a part, to share what they enjoy doing, their interests, their hobbies, and just sharing their knowledge of what they've been learning. You've been a great audience, and we thank you. Today, remember this. We love what we do. We want you to understand that we see you, we hear you, and that there is joy in our hearts in all that we do. Know that you're loved, you're valued, and important to us. And I look forward to next Tuesday for a little more sunshine sharing. Have a great day.
Join us every Tuesday, live 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on the Connection Channel.